now. This is 8 News Now, 5 at noon. Live, local, now.
Fast-moving thunderstorms throughout the valley this morning to start off the month of September with flash flooding and traffic backups. Thank you so much for joining us at noon. I'm Ozzy Mora. Our 8 News photographers out all morning getting video for us. Problematic Charleston underpass, as you can see, cars submerged underwater as the rainwater came up near Charleston and Commerce. The drivers were eventually rescued, thankfully. And we all know there's a lot of construction around town, but even this barrel and cone zone, no match for Mother Nature there. Water moving fast enough to move the construction markers. More storms could strike this evening, so please be careful when you're driving. And it was slow going even in areas with no construction as drivers made their way around floodwater near Cheyenne Road. Workers even standing in the water to make sure drivers steered clear. Remember, only 6 inches of standing water can cause a driver to lose control of a car. Sherry, this morning's weather causing a lot of problems, and we're not done yet. What's on tap for the rest of today as we kick off for the busy Labor Day weekend?
Yeah, we're not done for sure, Ozzy. In fact, we still have thunderstorms ongoing in parts of Clark County with very heavy rain and lightning. Now, the Las Vegas Valley has taken a little bit of a break, but there are a few cells that are already starting again, and they're showing up at the south end of the valley. Temperatures have been very slow to warm up. We've stayed in the 70s through the morning hours. But those thunderstorm cells brought vivid lightning, heavy downpours. And as we take a look at some of the rain totals, over 1 inch of rain right in the middle of town. A lot of these rain totals added up in less than 30 minutes time. And we've got a lot of monsoon moisture on the way, not only today, but right through Saturday and could last into Sunday as well. Again, right in the Moapa Valley, right at the Overton arm of Lake Mead, we still have ongoing thunderstorms. And because we're getting rain on top of areas that had so much rain overnight and this morning, we're going to see continued flooding in so many of the same areas. Down around Phoenix, south of Phoenix, we're getting more thunderstorms and so much lightning. We'll look for highs in the upper 80s, that chance of showers and thunderstorms continuing for the rest of the day into tonight. And we'll talk about your holiday weekend coming up. Ozzy?
And the long Labor Day weekend is here. We're taking a live look at Harry Reid International Airport. Right now, there are more than 200 flight delays at the airport. At last check, Terminal 1 parking lot full. The busiest days are expected to be today and Monday, so plan ahead. Despite travel headaches in July, the nation's airlines canceled 21% fewer flights compared to this time last year, but delays are up, with 1 in 4 leaving late. If you're driving to your destination, AAA expects this afternoon and Monday during the day to be the busiest times on the road. And if you're headed out to Lake Mead this holiday weekend, remember, pool toys, including water wings, are not allowed. Life jackets are required for all kids under 13. Some other reminders for you: public vehicle access to Boulder Harbor no longer allowed. Hemingway Harbor has 2 docks open and Echo Bay has 2 lanes open. And also with Labor Day weekend comes backyard barbecues and house parties. However, Metro says it's worried about a rise in violent house parties. Homeowners share the same concern.
It's always kids there, and that's the one thing that it's like, I got a granddaughter, and I don't want, me taking my granddaughter to the pool, and next thing you know, they shoot it up.
Yesterday, police put out a warning and some safety recommendations for Labor Day house parties. For more on this, you can find a story on 8newsnow.com. Police say a local cyclist was intentionally hit and killed by a 17-year-old boy driving a stolen car. The act was allegedly posted on social media. Now, warning for you, you may find this video disturbing. The crash happened in the Northwest Valley on August 14th. In the video, Metro Police say it appears the teen swerved, hitting the cyclist. He later died. Cycling advocates say it's a sign of the danger they face on the road.
Unfortunately, I have countless families that I become close with through this, through them losing a loved one, and it's rough. It wasn't just a person in spandex or on a road bike or a mountain biker. It was somebody's father, somebody's brother, son, mother.
Police say the teen was involved in a separate hit-and-run crash prior. The driver is now facing an open murder charge. Now to that large fire in the West Valley we covered here yesterday morning. The storage facility off Durango between Flamingo and Twain caught fire just before 11 Wednesday night. It took crews hours to get it under control. For now, all the neighboring businesses are closed as crews assess the damage and work to put out the rest of the hot spots. It's believed the fire started in the attic. The cause remains under investigation. Sorting out street vendors. Last night, Clark County hosted a town hall to clarify what's legal and what isn't. Senate Bill 92 passed in the last legislative session. It rules for street vendors don't go into effect until October. The meeting at the Hollywood Rec Center tried to inform vendors steps to getting a license. This was also a way for Spanish-only speakers to get their questions answered.
Street food vendors will now have to operate the same as any other businesses. They have to get a business license and a health permit. But hopefully within the next 3 months, we will be able to roll out those changes so that they can operate just as any other business in the state.
And vendors say they are glad the bill passed and look forward to operating without legal consequences. Next week, the Clark County Commission will consider approving the permanent 1 October memorial. Now, the 1 October committee voted to recommend a concept presented by JCJ Architecture. The design was one of 5 submitted as part of a process to gather ideas for a memorial. The meeting is set for Tuesday at 9 in the morning. You can watch it on the County Commission's YouTube page. And the annual Vegas Strong 5K is back. Registration open right now, costing $50 to sign up. Use promo code 8NewsNow for 10% off registration. The link right there on your screen, or just scan that QR code. The race is September 30th at 8 in the morning. 100% of all the proceeds go to 1 October victims. Now to an update from Hawaii. Hawaii's governor says the number of people unaccounted for following that deadly Maui fire may drop below 50 today. Underwater search and rescue efforts continue off the coast of Lahaina. The official death toll still stands at 115, but an updated list from the FBI of those who are confirmed to be missing is expected to be released later today. And meanwhile, Oprah Winfrey and The Rock have teamed up to raise money for Maui wildfire victims. It's called the People's Fund of Maui. You're looking at the website for the fund right there. The celebrities launched the campaign by donating $10 million.
We were so concerned about what was happening in Maui that we were texting back and forth. And I read this article that Dolly Parton had given money in her community. And I said, I think this is the answer. You said, I think that's the answer.
I said, I love it.
And both are asking others to please donate if you can. They say the money donated will go directly into the hands of the people who need it. Oprah owns property in Hawaii, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's mother was born there. Tomorrow, President Joe Biden plans to visit Florida. The president will see parts of the Gulf Coast devastated by Hurricane Idalia. Cleanup is underway. Homeowners are returning to see what made it and what didn't. Billions of dollars in property loss is estimated in Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas. Idalia is now post-tropical, churning in the Atlantic Ocean. Next at noon, what's cool at school? Nate will show us how some local students are getting a closer look at their future. Plus, one lucky Las Vegas man will launch into space next week. Those details on the other half of the break. You're watching 8 News Now at noon. We are live, local, now.